historical K-dramas stand out by their classic style of presentation. They are packed with fantasy and romance that dramatically switch into fast-paced action series. From master archers to down-to-earth romances that warmed our hearts, here is a list of the outstanding 30 best Korean historical dramas. 30. Iljami, 2008. The legend of Iljami, Korea's version of Robin Hood, is set during the Joseon dynasty, a legend who rose from humble beginnings to rob from the rich and fight for the poor while on a mission for revenge. During the Joseon dynasty, a young son of a nobleman watches his own father being killed by a mysterious man wielding a sword with a special emblem. That image haunts him for the rest of his life. The boy, Gayam, loses his memory of the incident after being traumatized by it. He is found and raised by a retired thief, who renames him Jang. As Jang grows up learning the art of thievery from his adopted father. 29. Tale of Arang, 2012. Arang returns after her death to find her killer and bring him to justice. Arang enlisted the help of Yuno, who can see and hear her. Their journey to solve the mystery of Arang's death is full of laughter and unexpected romance. 28. Lovers of the Red Sky, 2021. During the Joseon dynasty, a young woman named Hong Chun-ki is a painter, a true rarity in Joseon, Korea, where Confucian values dictate that such pursuits are unsuitable for a woman. She was born blind but somehow managed to acquire a sense of vision, and now she has been accepted to the most prestigious art college in the land. One day, she meets Arang, an astrologer whose fate is the polar opposite of her own. Although he was born sighted, he lost his vision in a childhood accident. Hong Chien-ki falls in love with him and she does not care that he is blind. Hong Chien-ki keeps appearing in front of Arang and he finds himself waiting for her. 27. Jang Ok-young, Live by Love, 2008. Jang Ok-young, born into the lowest of the low castes in Joseon, begins life in the palace as a palace maid in the seamstress's chamber, making clothes and bedding for the royal family. Jang Ok-young, blessed with remarkable fashion sense and talent, works hard as a palace maid in the royal seamstress's chamber to cast off the restrictions of her low status. While leading a hard life in the palace, Jang Ok-young falls for Jung, who, while exuding charisma, loves her unconditionally. 26. Sung-kyung-kwon Scandal, 2010. Kim Yun-hee is a smart, responsible young woman with an independent drive. Since her father passed away, she has worked to support her family, but also managed to do well in her studies. When her younger brother's illness worsens and their family is in danger of being evicted from their house for lack of money, in her desperation to support him, Kim Yun-hee decides to take the men's only national exam under her younger brother's name and disguises herself as a boy. On the day of the exam, Kim Yun-hee meets Lee Seon-jun and becomes friends. Lee Seon-jun comes from a privileged background and also possesses good looks. He is also arrogant. They both pass the national exam and she has to share a room together with him at Sung-kyung-kwon University while hiding her true nature. 25. Flower Crew, Joseon Marriage Agency, 2019. Lee Soo-seo Ji-hoon is a blacksmith and lives with his father in the countryside. He is in love with Guy Dong-gung Soong-yeon. She is a bright and diligent woman, but she is all by herself. To propose to Guy Dong and prepare for their wedding ceremony, Lee Soo hires the Flower Crew matchmaking agency. The agency consists of 3 handsome men: Ma-hoon Kim Min-jae, Do-jun Bayan Woo Seok and Ko-young Soo Park Ji-hoon. They are the best matchmaking agency in Joseon. On his wedding day, Lee Soo suddenly disappears. Accepting the king's request, Ma-hoon, Do-jun and Go-young-soo take Guy Dong into their care. There's just one problem. Transformations like this aren't easy and there's a lot of work to do, risking their lives to help the king. 24. Haechi, 2019. Set during the Joseon dynasty period, 4 people from different walks of life come together to make Prince Lee Jeom the king and reform the Sahyeonbu. The 4 people are Lee Jeom, Yeoji, Park Moon-soo, and Dal Moon. 23. Six Flying Dragons. 2015. Six Flying Dragons is set during the end of the Goryeo era and depicts the founding of the Joseon dynasty through immense political struggle. Six people become prominent figures in the movement that centers around the future King Lee Bang Wen Yuan and political strategist Jung Daejeon Kim Myung-min. 22. The Emperor, Owner of the Mask. 2017. The story of a crown prince named Lee Sun who fights the Pyeonsu society that holds absolute power over the kingdom and also controls the water supply by privatizing it. The drama involves romance, action, and court politics as the crown prince, Lee Sun, fights heroically on behalf of the people. And Han Ga-yoon finds herself falling in love with him instead of avenging the execution of her father at his hands. In The Emperor, Owner of the Mask, there is palace intrigue revolving around the true power behind the throne, and a plot twist when the prince switches identities with a commoner. 21. Mr. Sunshine. 2018. Mr. Sunshine centers on a young boy born into a house servant's family who travels to the United States during the 1871 Shinmi Angio U.S. expedition to Korea. He returns to his homeland later as a U.S. Marine officer. He meets and falls in love with an aristocrat's daughter. At the same time, he discovers a plot by foreign forces to colonize Korea. 20. The Crowned Clown. 2019. Joseon is in a state of disorder due to uprisings and a power struggle surrounding King Lee Hun. To avoid assassination, a clown named Ha-sun is brought to the palace to take the place of King Lee Hun. Ha-sun looks almost identical to King Lee Hun. During their performance, Ha-sun would play King Lee Hun due to their similar physical appearance. Now, Ha-sun is nervous that someone in the palace will find out he is not the real king. He falls for beautiful Queen Yoo So-woon. 19. Faith. 2012. King Gonglin Ru Deok Hwan, who was held as a hostage in Yuan, China for an extended period of time, becomes the king of Goryeo, Korea. He married Princess Nogug Park Se-young, who is the princess of Yuan. Faith depicts the love between a warrior from the Goryeo period and a female doctor from the present day, their love transcending time and space. Kang Yoon-bo's Jin Se-yeon twin sister is murdered. To find out who is responsible for her sister's death, Kang Yoon-bo decides to become the queen. She does not hesitate to take reckless actions in pursuit of her goal. Lee Kyung Kim Min-kyu is the king. He is handsome and intelligent. Lee Kyung has precognitive dreams about one woman. He becomes involved in an unexpected case. 17. Queen Seondeok. 2009. Deekmin Queen Seondeok's childhood name was born a twin but was abandoned as a baby. She was later brought back to the Silla Palace, where she joined forces with her twin sister Princess Chonmyong to oppose Mi-shil, who wanted to seize power. Mi-shil devised sinister plans to have the two Silla princesses exiled from the kingdom, and in a secretive battle, Princess Chonmyong was assassinated by Mi-shil. But Princess Deekmin shrewdly enlisted the help of General Kim Yusin and eliminated her archenemy Mi-shil. She became the first female ruler of the Silla kingdom. 16. Gu Family Book. 2013. Choi Kang-kai is a half-human and half-mythical creature who was adopted by the Lord of the 100 Years Inn. He was the son of Gu Wal-ryung, the guardian spirit of Jiri Mountain, and the human Yoon Seo-hwa. Dam Yeo-wol is a martial arts master and daughter of the leader of a secret organization protecting the region. She was sent to the 100 Years Inn to observe and protect its lord. 15. Jewel in the Palace. 2003. About 500 years ago, during the time of Chosun Dynasty, Korea boasted a rigidly hierarchical and male-dominated social structure. Based on a true story about a legendary girl, Jang, who became the first woman to be the supreme royal physician of her time. Despite her poor condition as a low-class girl in the male-dominated society, Jang overcame a series of social discrimination and landed herself as a royal cook, later becoming the royal physician, then ultimately the physician in charge of the king. 14. Kingdom. 2019. 10 days have passed since the king collapsed from an illness. Queen Jo Kim Hai-jun and her father Chief State Councilor Jo Hak-ju Ryo Seung-ryong have forbidden anyone else to see the king. Even his own son Crown Prince Lee Chang-ji-hoon is forbidden to see his father. To find out what happened to the king, Crown Prince Lee Chang and Mu Young travel to the Jeolheon clinic in faraway Dongnai to see the physician. When they arrive, they discover that the clinic is in ruins and dead bodies are found under a building. 13. Jumong, 2006. Jumong was the founder of Goguryeo in 37 BC. He was the son of General Hai Mo-su and Lady Yu Hua and was raised by King Jiamhua, who took him and his mother in when Hai Mo-su was believed to have been killed in an ambush by the Han dynasty. So Seo No was a merchant's daughter who helped Jumong in realizing his dream to build a new country, and later became his second wife. 12. My Sassy Girl, 2017. A respected scholar inadvertently becomes the protector of a mischievous princess. Guyan Wu enjoys the fame of Joseon's national treasure as a renowned scholar of his generation. When the king asks him to properly educate his sassy daughter, Princess Haimyung, Guyan Wu has his work cut out for him. But when rebels come after Haimyung and challenge her future reign, Guyan Wu inadvertently becomes her protector. 11. The Moon Embracing the Sun, 2012. 13-year-old Hyo Yeon Woo, the daughter of a high-ranking official, accompanies her mother to the royal palace to attend her brother, Hyo Yeom's civil service examination congratulatory ceremony. By chance, she comes across Crown Prince Lee Hwan. They fall in love and Yeon Woo is chosen as the crown princess of Joseon. Before they can marry, however, the Dowager Queen secretly orders her death, in order to install Yoon Bo-gyeon, the daughter of a family clan, as crown princess, thus securing more power for herself. She orders the head shaman to cast a spell on Yeon Woo to strike her with an unknown sickness. After dying, Yeon Woo is resurrected from her grave but loses her memories.